So far, Square Enix is losing. Really odd press conference. I can't even call it press conference because it was mostly just a showcase. And that's a car beeping, sorry about that. Whatever. So, as soon as I realized it was a showcase and not an actual press conference, I immediately realized that it was gonna be a short showcase because they go from like game to game, which is good, I guess, but little to no information about anything that they showed was given to us. But yeah, let's just get on with it. Okay, so the first game that they started off with was more Tomb Raider, more Shadow of the Tomb Raider. And god damn it, can that car shut the fuck up? Tomb Raider is the third one of the reboot. We saw the trailer for it yesterday at Microsoft's press conference, and they showed a little more gameplay, I guess, a little more like stealthy gameplay, and it looks, well, from what I saw, it still looks really awkward. It looks like your typical cover-based stealth system kind of game, and to me, it honestly doesn't look like they have improved a lot, at least from what I saw. And they're saying like this is the moment where Lara Croft becomes the actual Tomb Raider. Did it have to take 3 games for her to become the Tomb Raider already? I don't know. Everyone just wants the badass Lara Croft, and sure, me too. But it took 3 games, you guys, and I don't see any difference aside from a new setting and maybe some new mechanics or whatever. But other than that, nothing new really. Nothing new to the franchise whatsoever. I could be, correct me if I'm wrong, but I don't care, I'm not gonna buy it. Then next up was another expansion for Final Fantasy XIV Online. I haven't played Final Fantasy XIV because I was really off-put by the game when they first released it, when it was completely crap. Where everything was buggy and whatnot, everything, like nothing worked really. And yes, I know that they re-released it again called, what was it, A Realm Reborn or whatever, where they fixed everything, basically making it to a functioning game now. So that's good on them. They did that a long ass time ago. So now it's an actual MMO, and a lot of people are playing it. To my surprise, because I thought like a lot of people would be like off-put by, well, the very first release of the game, considering how crap it was. But yeah, people are still playing it, and the game is still getting a lot more content now, and yeah, good on them, I guess. And then they had this little like teaser of them showing like Final Fantasy XIV cross Monster Hunter World, which they didn't really expand on what all that was all about. But I don't know, I guess it could be cool. It would be cool for you Final Fantasy 14 and Monster Hunter players. And that car won't shut the fuck up, okay. Then they showed a little more of Captain Spirit, you know, the game that I at first thought was Life is Strange 2. Luckily it wasn't, but it does take place in the Life is Strange universe, and apparently what you do, like all the choices you make in Captain Spirit does reflect on what happens in Life is Strange 2, which seems weird. But hey, it's free, it comes out this month, and I'm all for that. Apparently it has like 2 hours of content. 2 hours is not a lot. But then again, it's free, and it's to me, I see it as like a little appetizer before the actual sequel comes out. But I don't want to play as a little 10-year-old boy, imagining that he's like Quail Man or whatever. Then after that came Dragon Quest XI. Not a big Dragon Quest guy. I don't think I've ever played any of the games. I've heard good things about them. I have a lot of friends who have played them, and they are really like immersed into that franchise. And will I pick it up? Nah, probably not. Will I get to play it? If I get the chance, sure, I'll try it. But yeah, it's nothing that I'll keep my eye on. We knew it was coming, and yeah, it's Dragon Quest. If you like Dragon Quest, you're probably excited for it. Sadly, I'm not, because I'm a twat. And then we got a new game called Babylon's Fall. And apparently it's made by Platinum Games? Which is cool, I guess, because Platinum Games know what the hell they're doing. Sadly, we only got to see a cinematic trailer for it, no gameplay whatsoever. And it's coming out in 2019. So I can't really say anything aside from we saw a cinematic trailer. It's a new game. It comes out next year. Anything other than that, I have absolutely no idea, since we didn't get to see any gameplay whatsoever. But yeah, there's Babylon's Fall. I don't know if you're a big Platinum Games fan, then you're probably excited for it. I guess we'll just have to wait and see, and wait for more information. Then they showed Nier Automata again, but this time it was not about the DLC, I think. Maybe it's the DLC combined into this, because this is like a definitive edition of the game. So I still yet to play that game. It's still on my wish list, and I'm just waiting for the price to go down so that I get to play it. But yeah, I guess it's cool. That's all I can say, really. And then they show a little more of Octopath Traveler, and we already know this game is coming. I think it's coming out this July. I didn't really catch the date all that as I was writing the notes down. I think it's July, but it seems. I mean, graphically it looks nice. It looks beautiful. Although like the pixelated and a little more like redefined kind of like graphics like on top of it. I mean, all I can say is it looks cool. It's coming out for Switch, but then again, they've showed this game like 3 or 4 times before this showcase, so we already know it's coming. We don't really need to, like, they don't really need to show us that it's coming out anymore, because we already know. And if I have to guess, I'm pretty sure Nintendo is gonna show some more of Octopath Traveler during their little Nintendo Direct. So we'll be seeing a lot of Octopath Traveler. But hey, it seems like a cool game. We already know it's coming out, so we don't really need to get reminded of it. And after that was more Just Cause 4. Basically all they did was saying how they improved everything. Like all the mechanics, all the engine and whatever the hell, the physics, whatever the fuck. That's basically all they said. Like, they showed a little bit of gameplay, but other than that, it's Just Cause. If you like Just Cause, you'll probably like this game. If they're right and they're saying that they improved everything, like making everything bigger and better and whatever, then sure, it could be a good game. Could be a good game. Then this was a little weird to me. It's called The Quiet Man, and it's again a new game that we didn't know about, I think. But it's a cinematic trailer and absolutely no gameplay whatsoever. They show, like, I think it was gameplay, like 5 seconds of it, but it was just a dude punching some other dudes. And it's not like we haven't seen that before. So all I can really say is that, yeah, all we saw was a cinematic trailer and 5 seconds of someone punching a dude in the face. And then dropping like a McDonald's bag on his face or whatever. Yeah, I can't say much about it. Apparently, like, I liked how they said more info like this August. It's like, okay, so you show this game at E3, but you're telling us stick around during August. We'll talk about it more. Okay, it's not like your showcase was the took that long, like it only took like 30 minutes for your showcase to end, maybe you could have talked about it a little more. Do we really have to wait 2 months for more information about this game? Whatever, we'll just see what the game is all about in August, I guess. And then they showed more Kingdom Hearts 3, and when I say more, I say like 5 or 10 seconds more footage of the same trailer that we saw yesterday. Again, it's really awkward to just hear like that the sound effects are completely gone, and just hearing their voices being like and it feels awkward hearing the. And again, like the Frozen World we saw, and like all the fucking like Wreck-It Ralph comes in there, Toy Story we already knew about that, and Tangled we already knew about that since yesterday. So yeah, that was it. That was all. That's all they had to show. So basically, they only showed stuff that we already knew was coming out. We already seen that these games from yesterday's conferences, and they showed some more stuff for games that are already out and people are already playing. The only things that are new were 2 games. It was Babylon's Fall and The Quiet Man, but they were only cinematics, and we want to see gameplay because otherwise we can't really judge the game yet. All we know is that these are 2 new games, like 2 brand new games that are coming out, but then again we have absolutely no idea what it is, even if they showed us. And other than that, it's just like games that are either already out, we already knew about, or games that we have absolutely no idea what they are because we only saw cinematics. So yep, that's the Square Enix showcase in a nutshell. And it only went on for half an hour. I'm disappointed. I really am. I honestly have to say that I was way more disappointed by this showcase than I was at EA's conference, which surprises me to say because, you know, well, EA is kind of shite, but yeah. It feels like Square Enix was just like, okay, we have to show something. Like, they didn't really care to show something at E3. So like, here's what we're working on, whatever. Here's stuff that are like, they just wanted to show. They just wanted to add stuff to this little showcase to make it seem long enough and seem like they cared, even though I got the impression that they didn't. And even if that wasn't the intention, it still feels that way. So yeah, that's a bad thing. I don't know about you, but yeah, I'm disappointed. So I give Square Enix a 3 out of 10, 1 point less than EA's 4 out of 10, because I realized that it was a showcase, and I knew that was gonna be a short one, but I didn't know it was gonna be this short. And the stuff that they showed, we already knew was coming. So yeah, disappointed. 3 out of 10. That's Square Enix. Next up is Ubisoft. Let's see if they'll have a dance number for us or something. I'll see you guys next time.